What's going on, guys? I am Journey. We're going to be talking about the FTC and Adobe, but inside this video, there's also going to be alternatives just in case you are still looking for alternative options. Plus, in addition to those alternative options, we're going to have in the links provided in the description video how-to guides and other various resources. So just make sure you check them out. This will be available for each application, and hopefully you find something that can help you. Let's get into it. The FTC is going after Adobe, but what they believe is that the company Adobe has acted in bad faith by not disclosing that there's early cancellation fees for when people sign up for their services. Not only that, but they make it difficult for a consumer to be able to cancel their services by having them jump through loops and loops. This could translation mean page by page. That does happen. So there's more to the whole situation than just what meets the eye. According to the complaint, when consumers purchase a subscription through the company's website, Adobe pushes consumers to its annual paid monthly subscription plan, pre-selecting it as a default. Adobe prominently shows the plan's monthly cost during enrollment, but it buries the early termination fee, ETF, and its amount, which is 50% of the remaining monthly payments when a consumer cancels their first year. Adobe's ETF disclosures are buried on the company's website, and a small print will require consumers to hover over small icons to find the disclosures. This article goes over everything, even consumers complaining about calling up Adobe, and Adobe's being reluctant to actually help them out. So you might want to read up on this. Oh, and by the way, I paid $160, exactly $159.99 to cancel my subscription. The link for all this will be down in the description below. I'm here at Adobe's website looking at their terms of use. So what you're going to want to do here is go down to section 2.2, and that's going to be important. 2.2, our access to your content. Described as such. What happens when your content gets uploaded to the cloud? It just gets scanned for illegal activity. It could be something that's violent or something sexual. At least their claim is they do not train their AI bots on your content. And then they talked about the Adobe Marketplace. That one is subjected to different rules. They can use that content that's put up there to train their AI bots because in their minds it's more of a open source. So please go in here and read up on it. And if you know anything about business or you know how some business operate, the terms of service always seems to change and it just comes out of nowhere, right? Something that you have to agree to. So the firestorm happened for a reason. And this is the cover up. Don't assume ever that this cover up is the end all be all. If you're looking for a free alternative to Photoshop, GIMP will be your choice. Take a look. Remember, everything I'm going to show you is going to be in a link provided in the description. Affinity has its own suite of applications that you can use. One is an Illustrator. And each one of these applications that you can use has no subscription. You pay once and you are done. Affinity Photo is Photoshop, essentially. It's going to offer you the same tools and a pretty good user experience. Affinity Publisher is going to help you make a lot. It's going to help you with designing books, help you designing any kind of thing with a layout, whatever it is that's to your heart's content. Brochures, flyers, you name it, it's here. Affinity has a 6-month free trial. No subscription. You don't have to add no payment methods or nothing. And you get Affinity Designer 2, Photo 2, and Publisher 2. If you're not comfortable with that for whatever the reason, you can go and buy the whole suite or those things separately. But if you want to buy the whole suite, only $82.99, which is still going to be a lot cheaper than what you're going to be spending for Adobe. Adobe has its own media encoder, but there's a free one available called Handbrake. And Handbrake can help you solve a lot of issues, whether it's encoding media to another file format and also maybe doing something with music. But it's helped me a lot too, because I can encode movies that I have ripped from a CD, or if I done did a stream and I know my file seems to be okay, but it's pretty big and heavy in space, I could re-encode it with Handbrake and get more than half off while still maintaining picture quality. So I think it's probably a good idea if we check this out, because I don't think nobody really wants to be uploading 50 plus gigs of files for YouTube. That's like big no. So give this a shot. Here's a free alternative to Adobe Premiere. It's not as robust, it's not as feature set, but it's free. And especially if you're just starting out, it's a good way to learn. I used this before I switched into Adobe, but the one I'm going to show you after this, that's where, for me, changed everything. DaVinci Resolve is my go-to when it comes to video editing. It has so much features, it will blow your mind. There's also a free edition and a paid edition. The paid is $2.95, but you get a lot with it. You get a one license to use on 2 computers, and you get an entitlement for all future editions. Don't sleep on that. So while the price may seem to be expensive at first, compared to what you're going to be spending for Adobe, if you do the math, this is going to pay for itself. And you'll be spending twice more with Adobe Suite. Just keeping it real. But this has everything. You can do all your cuts. You can do your audio editing. You can do your color grading. You can do adding effects. You can do whatever you want. And it's pretty robust. It's pretty powerful. And did I mention you pay for it and you get entitlement to all future editions? One of the reasons why I picked it up because I was reading people had 14, went to 15, went to 16, went to 17, went to 18, 19 coming out. I'm hearing people from 18 that use the same license to go get 19, and 19's in the beta. So when it officially releases, I'll be able to get that too. It pays for itself. I hope you guys found something that could be of use to you. Keep creating and make sure you guys take care of yourselves and take care of each other. I hope to catch you on the next one. Until then, later guys.